Hey guys, welcome to my Venus through Signs series. This is for Venus in Virgo. So if in your birth chart Venus is sitting in a sign of Virgo, this is for you. Those of you that are new to my channel and those of you that are old but have not checked to see where your Venus is, please just pause the video, go to any free astrology website such as astro.com, enter your birth time, place, location, and it's going to generate a free birth chart for you. You don't have to know your exact birth time. You can put 12 p.m. that's fine, but it's going to generate a free birth chart. And if in your birth chart Venus is sitting in a sign of Virgo, this is for you. Sometimes, yes, your sun and Venus can be sitting in the same sign. This reading still applies. Also, those of you that do know your exact birth time, maybe Venus is not in Virgo, but you have Virgo 7th house, this would also apply to you. So that would mean you would be Pisces rising. So let's go ahead and see what we have here. Ooh, okay. Looks like some traveling, or you guys have been daydreaming about something. Thinking about traveling. Okay, so we have central issue here, the Hanged Man. We have the Three of Wands. We have the King of Swords. We have the World. Ace of Pentacles, the Hierophant, Three of Swords, and the Star. Okay, so for some of you it looks as if you've been thinking about someone. Maybe you're apart from someone or someone's thinking about you. Could be an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or you yourself could be Libra. And there may be someone that is at a distance that you are thinking about. And it's like you've been waiting for something to happen. Things have been on hold. So during this time, maybe you've just been kind of isolated and keeping to yourself. Sorry, that cold is about gone, but you know, you might still hear some sniffling here and there. But yeah, so it looks like things could have been placed on hold. And during this time, you've had time to reflect. You've had time to think about things. I think you've been having some sort of clarity or some sort of realization about what your next step should be. Maybe you've been asking for a sign. You've been praying for guidance. And, you know, I'm feeling like now is the time for something new to begin here because we have the World coming. So now for some of you, this is definitely something in regards to traveling. Maybe you are getting ready to visit someone, go on vacation, travel the world. You're like, okay, well, during this time alone, or since we're no longer together, now I have time to travel. Now I have time to do the things that I said I was going to do. So I'm definitely seeing that for some of you. Others of you, I'm feeling like you might be in a long distance relationship and it's about figuring out how to make it work. Just kind of being like, I wonder how this is going to work. You know, they're so far away, but yet the love is there. Or maybe you're waiting for your loved one to return. Maybe there's someone who travels a lot in their type of work that they do. Someone who's always busy. And so, I don't know, it's just kind of like, overall, I feel that there is someone that is at a distance that you're thinking about and you're wishing and waiting for them to come back home, or waiting for them to return, or wondering when you guys are going to get to meet face to face. So, like I said, there is something coming to an end for some of you. For some of you, this is about moving on from someone, letting go, having to surrender, giving up hope. Not hope, but just maybe just giving up whatever previous ideas you had. You know, after thinking about things, after looking at how everything has gone down, and you're just like, you know what, it's time for me to let go. It's time for me to move on. I'm at peace with that now. So I'm feeling like a lot of you are at peace and you're ready to get started with something new here. New chapter in your life. For some of you, this has to do with a position or status in life. maybe you're being promoted, or maybe you are letting go of one job so that you can have a higher title or position. I'm seeing you maybe having a much bigger responsibility. If this is work related, I feel like you are giving up your freedom, basically. I mean, your free time, because you're getting ready to have to be responsible for the world or for many other people. And this is also kind of like maybe working with the government or a large institution, anything that's like banks, education, something where there's a system of strict rules put into place. You may be getting ready to take on that type of position where you are a key holder. You have a lot of information about things. Spiritually, this can be you traveling around, speaking to people, giving advice, or you could be a counselor or a psychologist or a professor. But I'm just kind of seeing you having like this big responsibility and being in a commitment, but more so with yourself and God or your career or your home, but not necessarily in love. Or if it is in love, because we have this Three of Swords, it must be you're in a committed long distance relationship. And it's still something difficult to fathom, but it is what it is. Also, though, with the Hierophant next to the Three of Swords, this is making me think of someone who is breaking the rules or going rogue and adding their own twist. They're breaking tradition or creating their own set of traditions and laws or something of that sort. You having an opportunity to do that, like saying, who says it has to be this way or that way? I want to break those traditions here. It could be a family tradition. It could be that you're having to separate from your family. I'm also seeing someone breaking an oath. It's like a mixed signal. It's like breaking an oath, like taking an oath only to break it, or rules are meant to be broken. I don't know, or maybe it's for a good cause. Like you're doing the right thing, but a wrong thing in the eyes of society, but in the eyes of spirituality, in the eyes of God, is a good thing. So I don't know. I just kind of feel like someone feels that they are making a sacrifice for humanity, for the world here. I'm also seeing someone reach a level of maturity here. There also may be relocating a relocation by the end of September. So moving into October. If it doesn't happen by the end of September, then this is going into at the end of fall season, moving into winter. But I feel like this is more so sooner than later. I'm seeing too healing from a broken heart, or healing from, like, this can literally be like a health situation. Like you found out your cholesterol was high, or that you had a blood clot or something. So you was like, oh, I give up sugar. I give up sweets. I give up meat. I give up something. I feel like there's a purification going on as well. I mean, it could be giving up sex, but I feel like this is more so about health, or maybe from your perspective, is for the betterment of health. And this Three of Swords too is about you know, that sacrifice, like, oh, no more sugar, no more sweets. Like, I don't know if most of you know that I do the keto, although I have, ever since I relocated, y'all, my keto has not been as strict, those of you that know about the keto diet. But I'm still losing, like, I'm still losing progressively, at least on average 5 pounds a month. I know people can lose much more than that, but my weight loss was slow even when I was doing it strict. So because I'm not seeing like a major difference, I'm just like, well, whatever. But anyway, yeah, so some of you is kind of like, this is something in regards to your health where you're like, this is for the betterment of myself so that I can tap into, I feel like by me giving this up, I'll be able to receive messages. I'll be a better vessel for the spiritual realm, and they can channel through me, and I'll receive messages clear, and I'll be able to deliver them and help more people. I feel like your focus is a lot on helping. I feel like you are being more selfless than selfish. You are thinking about the masses, or you're thinking about a large group of people more than yourself. You also could be posting inspirational quotes. Maybe your quotes are also getting some sort of recognition here. You say things that are healing. If this isn't your energy, then maybe it's the energy of the person that you're with or dealing with. Even if it was a platonic friend. Those of you are like, look, am I going to find love or not? It's not showing up right away, but this is, I feel like these are steps. Step 1, get yourself together. Step 2, you know, this and that. Step 3, now you'll have all of this will lead to you receiving unconditional love. You're going to receive what you put out. So you love yourself, then you're going to receive that love back. And loving yourself doesn't necessarily have to be changing your appearance. I mean, loving yourself is about accepting who you are. Like the moment of clarity that you accept you are for you accept yourself for who you are, someone comes into your life and they accept you for who you are as well. Okay, so let's see what else we have showing up. So some of you could be dealing with Taurus, Capricorn, or another Virgo, such as yourself. Also, I'm seeing Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. You guys have a Tower moment coming up. Yeah, I feel like you're learning things about yourself. You're learning about your health. You're learning about your self-worth. You're learning about what's important to you, the things that are most valuable to you. So I feel that you're going through like these lessons here, or you've been through the lessons, and you're becoming like a new person here. There's a lot of things that you've been thinking about. I feel like this is still about you kind of being isolated, just kind of thinking, keeping to yourself. People might be wondering what's on your mind. Maybe you've been quiet and people want to know what's on your mind. What are you thinking about? You're like, oh, nothing, you know. But you're thinking about a lot of things. You're thinking about your growth. You're thinking about your life. You're thinking about your next move. So you're just kind of working in silence here. This is about making moves, but not sharing it with the world, you know, not sharing it with everyone. It's keeping it to yourself, and it's like just letting your work speak for itself. This Tower, I'm seeing this as possibly receiving some sort of news. The truth comes out about something, or maybe you confront someone who was in an authoritative position, or maybe this is about protesting or confronting or something like that. I'm feeling like action is being taken, and then there's going to be these changes that take place. There's a need for the breakdown of someone's image or the breakdown of some idealism. But there is a need to rebuild what is broken. But whatever was being built was not a solid foundation. So this is why you're having to start over. Whether you met someone, you were in a relationship and you guys were building, the foundation was a faulty foundation. Maybe someone wasn't quite over their ex. Maybe someone felt like they weren't financially secure. I don't know. But there's things that whatever was being built, it was a shaky foundation. I mean, this can even be as far as like something literal, like if you're a construction worker and you were laying down a foundation, there's something that's like, oh, we found out it's got electrical problems, dig that up, you know, break that floor back open, you know, fix that. So there's a need to repair or rebuild something or to tear something apart. If you were in some sort of relationship that fell apart, that had to happen so that it could be reestablished to this. So I do feel like you're going to have fulfillment of the things that are most valuable to you, whether it is family, whether it's really money, like you needed that material wealth. You may receive that abundance out of the blue. I'm seeing something, you receiving something as a gift, receiving it in abundance here. And I feel like it is something of the material realm. I feel like it's also something like a reward, or you feel as if you're being rewarded for, you know, something that you've done. Or your prayers have been materializing here, because here you're putting it out into the universe, and here it is coming into fruition. I mean. So this is everything that you prayed for. I feel like this is saying everything. So whatever everything is to you, you're receiving everything you asked for. The Tower, let me go ahead and clarify it. Although I kind of feel like that was really it, what I said. But let's see. It could be more. So let's further clarify the Tower here. Could have been some sort of major change in the family dynamics too. Your extended family. You may have learned something about an ancestor or a relative. Okay, so something gets exposed, like someone could have been taking advantage of the system. Someone could have been abusing. They could have been abusing their power or abusing their authority, and they get put on blast. I mean, I guess kind of like what's going on with the president now. So there could be a shakeup in the government, a shakeup in anything government related, anything that, like this, the systems that are put in place with banking, financial institutions, education, the way the country is ran, laws governing things. There's something being exposed, and it's like enough is enough. It could be malpractice. Something's being challenged. Like, and I feel like it's a younger person that does this. Someone took matters into their own hands. And I'm almost feeling like someone single-handedly destroys someone's image in an instant and restores humanity. Like, they felt like it was an act of God, or this might literally be an act of God. If it isn't like a person, it's something that just kind of gets exposed or revealed. I don't know if we have any Donnie Darko fans viewing, but there's this scene where this guy is this big motivational speaker, and he's like, fear, love, you know, he's going around teaching all this stuff to these kids, and everybody is looking up to, like, he's a guru and he can do no wrong. But Donnie is like, something ain't right about him, and you know, everybody's like, Donnie, what's wrong with you? You know, everybody thought he was being, you know, rebellious, just a, you know, an asshole teen. But turns out he's somehow exposed that this guy, by a fire in the house, revealed like this stack of kiddie porn or whatever, like that he was part of a kiddie porn ring. So this could be something on the lines of that, something that has to do with the masses being exposed, and maybe for somehow you could be a part of that. I don't know, maybe you worked for this particular branch or sector or whatever the case, but I do feel like someone's corruption is being exposed. Look, single-handedly, someone is like being a whistleblower, and they felt like it was the right thing to do. I ain't even finishing my sentences and these cards coming out. So yeah, someone is just like exposing the truth and shedding light on something dark that is going on. Okay, ooh, I didn't know I talked that long. Okay, so let me go ahead. So, yep, so something is being rebuilt. There's a foundation being rebuilt, coming back together, whether it's that government stuff or it's something in regards to your home. This is working, rebuilding something, getting back to work, a relationship starting over. Maybe your relationship had to start completely over. Maybe you're starting over and you are becoming in charge of your own life here. If you're not in regards to love, but I do see cups coming out. So for some of you, this is about love. And this guy is usually the type of person that goes after what he wants. He's very old-fashioned. I see old-fashioned energies coming out several times in this reading. So maybe they're older or mature, or you know, or they just know what they want. They could be a young soul that knows what they want and they go after it. And this is someone that you don't really say no to, because they're not going to take no for an answer. They could be an Aries. They don't have to be, but I don't know if I mentioned water. Water is showing up now, so Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. But, you know, this is the person is saying, no, I know what I want and I'm ready. I want to build with you. I want to start something new with you. Even if it's an old relationship, this person, he wants to reestablish the relationship. He wants to fix things. He wants to make it right. Now, for others of you, you might be meeting someone new. They see you, they admire you, you're minding your own business, and this person has the plan of capturing you. They're like, I'm gonna make them mine. And you're just, you know, tending to your own business. You don't even know this person is getting ready to pursue you. You've been enjoying time to yourself. You've been enjoying time alone. Now, if you're a guy, then please remember, just switch the story around. There's a woman that you see, you're getting ready to go after her. Y'all, men been whining on my channel. I keep telling y'all, these readings are for everybody. They for women and men. You just have to reword it, you know, to fit your situation. But yeah. So this is someone who is in no rush, you know, to be with anyone. Their independence is attractive. You know, this is someone, they don't need you, but you want them or you want to claim them. This is how they're viewing you, if you're a woman, I feel. So yeah, they're coming out. They're like, okay, I'm ready. Let me pour my heart out here. And I feel like somebody is pouring out their heart and you guys are connecting. You're like, I really enjoyed this conversation. You guys are sharing, have a lot of things in common. And there's this natural flow of conversation and intellect. I feel like philosophical conversations are going on, and this is something that is just really stimulating your soul and your sexual being to the point where you're like, you know what, I think we should sleep together, you know, and now you guys are exchanging the fluids here, exchange of energies, spiritual and sexual energy. So there is someone that you're making a connection with. If you don't go all the way through with the exchanging of fluids, then it's like you are you want to, or you feel that this is the type of person that you would be able to do that with, because there's a mutual common ground. You guys may have come from different backgrounds, because I am seeing different backgrounds in foreign, something like maybe dealing with a foreigner or something that is foreign to what you are accustomed to. So, but you guys have that common system that binds you like glue, that thing that you need. Like, I need somebody who is spiritually aware. I need someone who is an activist. I need someone who is compassionate for society. Everybody I talk to is so shallow and random. I like this person because they're deep. So I'm feeling like you are connecting with someone that you finally have a very deep connection or bond to. And for some of you, yes, it is that telepathic connection that you're having, where you guys don't have to speak. You just feel each other's energy. You're thinking of them, they're thinking of you. I'm seeing channeling here. Channeling, spiritually, this is about channeling and receiving information, having downloads come to you, and you sharing yourself. You're meditating, praying, you're receiving spiritual knowledge, and basically food for the soul here. I'm seeing someone who is an alchemist, someone who has the ability to transform lives. That may be a gift that you have, or the person that you're connected to, this is their gift. Something else, was it one more thing I wanted to say before I go? I think that's all. All right, so I hope that resonated. If you guys want a private reading, you can email TemajTarot@gmail.com, which is in the description box below. You guys don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys for watching. Many blessings to you.